What's going on, YouTube? This is Andres back again here from Team Dynasty Vanguard here with another Vanguard deck profile. This is for Altmile from the new set Next Stage. Hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. For starters, we're using Shiny Knight Milius, the new starter for Royal Paladins, with the ability with the errata with the quick shields. We are playing 4 copies of Aerial Divine Knight Altmile, the new VR from Next Stage. Its ability is on Vanguard, if you have no face of damage, all your grade 2 units get 10,000 power plus 5 shield. But if you have an Altmile in your hand, in your soul, with this card, all the grade 2s get crits as well. Then when on Vanguard, counter +1, soul +1, call up to 1 grade 2 from each, your drop zone and your deck, and then shuffle your deck. We are also playing 3 copies of Blue Sky Knight Altmile, the trial deck version of Altmile. But during your turn, if you have no face of damage, 10,000 power on the Vanguard circle. Then counterblast 1, discard a card, and then add up to 2 grade 2s from your deck to your hand. For 1 copy of that, we were playing 1 copy of Pensive Intellectual Leonard. Leonard's ability, when it attacks, Soul Blast 3. And you need to have, and discard a card from your hand. For the cost of this ability, you need to have 6 or more units, and you have to have no damage face up. Its attack cannot be blocked with Sentinels. Well, no. I think it can only be guarded by Sentinels. Yeah, can only call Sentinels to that battle. For 4 copies of, we are playing 4 copies of Counter-Offensive Knight Suleiman. Suleiman's ability, when placed on Vanguard, look at top 7 cards of your deck, add call it to 1 Altmile to an open rearguard. Then when he attacks, you could Soul Blast 1 to bounce a card from another column into your hand, and it gets 5k power. So the strat with this card is get Aerial Divine Knight from the top 7, attack with Altmile first, then attack with Suleiman, add the Altmile back to your hand. So you have a grade 3. For the more grade 2s, we are playing 4 copies, well, only 3 copies. 3 copies of Starlight Violinist. Starlight Violinist's ability is, if you have 6 or more, if you have no face-up cards in your damage zone, all your grade 2 units get boost and can intercept from the back row. We are also playing 3 copies of Absolute Blade Knight Liverot. Liverot's ability is when placed from hand, counter +1. Search your deck for the 1 grade 2 card, call it an open rearguard, shuffle your deck. Then if you have no face-up damage, just Soul Blast 1 for the cost. For 2 copies of, we're playing 2 copies of Haute Song Angel. Counter +1, search your deck for the 1 Starlight Violinist, call it to rearguard, then shuffle your deck. For the last 2 tech in grade 2, we're playing 2 copies of Sage of Intimate Virtue Tion. Tion's ability, if you have 5 or less rearguards, 5 or less units, this unit cannot attack and cannot be attacked. Then during your turn, this unit gets 10k power. I usually don't have it in front row rearguard. I usually have it in the back. Because using with a Hope Song Angel, it gets 10,000, gets the boost ability. And then also gets 10,000 power from its own skill. And 10,000 skill from Altmile. We're also playing, for grade 1s, we are playing 4 copies of the grade 1 Searcher, Laurel Knight Sisylis. When placed from hand, look at the top 5 cards of your deck for grade 3, add 1 to your hand. You may add up to 1. Discard a card from your hand after. Then for 4 copies of, we are playing 4 copies of Lunar's Crescent Knight Phalanx. Phalanx has the same ability as Suleiman. When it attacks or boosts, Soul Blast 1, retire a rearguard, and return a rearguard from another column to your hand, and it gets 5k power. For 2 copies of, we are playing 2 copies of Melodious Angel. Melodious Angel is counter +2, draw a card, then you have no cards face up in your damage zone, counter charge 1. For the trigger lineup, we are playing 2 Draw Sentinel, 2 Crit Sentinels. We are playing a total of 8 more criticals and 4 heal triggers. Overall with this deck, I like it with the 10 crit variant because really you don't need that much hand. You really want to force power because you're already building up enough hand just by not calling stuff from your hand and wasting resources. But overall, I like this deck. It's good with Force 2 basically because all your grade 2s are already getting massive power from Altmile and having no cards face up in your damage zone. So overall, this has been my deck profile for Blue Sky Knight / Aerial Divine Knight Altmile. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. This is Andres from Team Dynasty Vanguard, signing out.